Hello everyone! Have a good day. I'm back again and welcome to my channel! I'm Jessica Isimbahon and today I will going to discuss another topic that is all about microorganisms in disease causation. But before that, please like, share, and if you are new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Microorganism has an adverse effect on another organism causing a disease. One cause was bad air. They carried around bunches of sweet-smelling flowers or sweeten the scent of the air and prevent disease, perhaps by getting inside and damaging itself or affecting it with chemical substance which it produces. Microscope and the experiments carried out by scientists, we now know that infectious diseases are caused by pathogen can be said to be parasitic because they live at the expense of the other organism, their host. All viruses are pathogenic because they enter cells and cause adverse effects. Some of the worst diseases of man are viral, caused by a virus. Some bacteria, ones which cause headlines, are pathogenic, and a few cause quite serious diseases. Other bacteria seem to be useful to man in their correct context, whilst other apparently fairly harmless bacteria may cause diseases in certain circumstances, old or young people. In addition, there may be different varieties or strains, especially of bacteria and viruses, which shows different characteristics from the normal type or species. Here are some infectious diseases caused by bacteria. Salmonella, a type of food poisoning, and it is the genus of bacteria generally passed on to humans by eating or drinking food of animal origin which has the bacteria in it, mainly meat, poultry, eggs, and milk. Salmonella can cause diseases such as diarrhea, cholera, and typhus. These bacteria are zoonotic, which means they can infect both animals and humans. Salmonella can be avoided. Good kitchen hygiene. Chicken should always be cooked all the way. Kill any salmonella bacteria that are lurking in the meat. Also is important to keep raw meat and foods that are to be eaten raw like salads. Separate and to wash your hands after handling raw meat. Another infectious disease caused by bacteria is gonorrhea. It is a sexually transmitted disease that can infect both men and women. It can cause infections in the genitals, rectum, and throat. Other symptoms may be feeling of pain in testicular area in male and in lower abdomen. In female, painful urination, vaginal or penile discharge, and etc. It is a bacterial disease, so it can be treated by antibodies under the consultation of ecologist or urologist. In severe cases, it may cause infertility. Another is tuberculosis, kind of a bacteria contagious infection that usually attacks your lungs. It can though also spread to other parts of your body. A tiny droplets of coughs or sneeze of an infected person or animal. Symptoms of TB include a persistent cough, which may bring up blood fever, tiredness, swellings in the neck, TB is a serious condition, but it can be cured if it's treated with the right antibiotics. Another bacteria are stomach ulcers, a burning pain in the stomach. A sign of stomach ulcer, these are open sore on the stomach lining. It used to be thought that caused by stomach producing too much acid brought on by eating spicy food or stress. But we now know that in fact they can be caused by an infection with Helicobacter pylori bacteria. Viruses and human disease. Example of common human diseases caused by viruses include the common cold, influenza, chickenpox, and cold sores. Many serious diseases such as Ebola, AIDS, avian influenza, and SARS are caused by viruses. In multicellular organisms, if enough cells die, the whole organism will start to suffer the effects. Although viruses cause disruption of healthy homeostasis, resulting in disease, they may exist relatively harmlessly within an organism. An example would include the ability of the herpes simplex virus, which causes cold sores, to remain in a dormant state within the human body. This is called latency and is characteristic of the herpes viruses, including Epstein-Barr virus, which causes glandular fever, and varicella zoster virus, which causes chickenpox and shingles. Most people have been infected with at least one of these types of herpes virus. However, these latent viruses might sometimes be beneficial, as the presence of the virus can increase immunity against bacterial pathogens, such as Yersinia pestis. Some viruses can cause lifelong or chronic infections, where the viruses continue to replicate in the body despite the host defense mechanisms. This is common in hepatitis B virus, and over 120 countries have implemented an essential drug list. Why are microorganisms such powerful pathogens? Size and distribution. Being so small, many microorganisms can fit into a small space or spread out thinly over a large area, although most are not able to move of their own accord. Reproductive potential. Because they are multiply rapidly, it only takes a few bacteria or viruses to cause an infection. Usually, microorganisms reproduce asexually, so they can produce millions in a few hours. Variability. With such large potential populations, new varieties can arise due to mutation, and characteristics like resistance to antibiotics can spread easily, even between unrelated species. Insidiousness. They cannot be seen directly, and whilst reproducing and preparing to spread, they can cause great damage to cells and internal working parts of organisms.